What's going on, good people? Take this moment right here to salute y'all, and also to use this moment as an outlet, just to vent. Yeah, it's gonna be DeFi talk, but in crypto-ish, like other topics and stuff. So I'm gonna talk about other topics first, then probably mix it up, sprinkle some seasoning, some crypto seasoning, on this John, like they say. Shout out to the people in Philly, this John, you know, word. What's going on, everybody? More Hex. What's happening? Oh, Torin. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming through. Oh, not a problem, More Hex. You already know. You already know. I got the itch right now to stream, Tin top, tin top, you know. D5 D5 baby, that's what it is. That's what it is. Elliot in the house, Ash in the building. Well, well, then I'm gonna not switch it up. Yo, I'm loving DeFi, yo. Like, I'm loving DeFi. Yeah, it's gonna be some crypto seasoning up in this joint, man. Up in this John, like they say in Philly. I follow battle rap too, so a lot of Philly rappers they say John. Their accent is different. Instead of saying young boy, they say young bull, bull. Disciple, I'm not the champ, man. I appreciate the sentiment though, man, but I'm far from the champ, man. I'm trying to be a disciple like you, man. You know what I mean? Stuff is real, yo. It's crazy out here, man. Like I go to DeFi just for like an outlet sometimes, cause real life just be like sometimes you get faced with all kinds of trials and tribulations, man. It just doesn't stop, man. I'm exhausted, like exhausted, man. And that's why I try, even with the DeFi, I I I just keep what information that's useful and get rid of the trash, yo. You know, I'm seeing a lot going on in DeFi. Like you miss a day in DeFi, you miss a month. It's not even a week. You miss an entire month, a full 30 days. Things just move massive, rapidly quick, rapid fire. Like like a machine gun. Sometimes I try to not stay on crypto, but I can't help myself, man. Because again, you miss a day, you miss a lot. But you can't, like for me, I can't, this can't be my everything. Because, I have a life. I have a life. But I enjoy this so much, so I incorporate this in my life and create a balance. Because I'm looking at how things are going on in the real world. This it's not this it's nasty out here, man. Word, this is it's not even a joke. It's nasty out here, man. People taking dumps in the sidewalk, going in the train station, like it's just you walking by and then you see bladow. It's not even an emoji. It's a real life spiral. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate John on the block, right there on the steps. Folks are just defecating. It's nasty out here in New York, yo. It's nasty. The energy is crazy. The people are what they are, but then it's just, visually, you watching the conditions. You watching like, yo, man, DeFi, take me away. You know what I mean? DeFi, take me away. You know, I'm trying, man. Like disciple, it's look, I've been, and once I made my decision to stay in this space, there was no turning back. And not just in this space, we're talking about the underground. DeFi is the underground in crypto, man. It's the underground. I see other people, other communities that are so die hard with whatever they got going on. And I understand it because I'm die hard on this side. And when I say die hard, I say that within reason. Like my scope doesn't stay closed just to what I talk about, to be honest with you. Like I like this ecosystem. I like how Richard has built a solid a solid group of tools that can be used in the space to help improve our financial lives. I enjoy that a lot, you know. But that's like 98% of me. There's a 2% that also I'm aware of other things that are going on too from a macro perspective in crypto, because I have to pay attention to what's going on at large to see how it can directly have an impact or indirectly impact us. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing a lot of things with these institutions. The whales, rich people do what rich people do. These corporations follow each other. They speak a different language. They don't talk our language. BlackRock issued a filing for ETFs, Bitcoin ETF, and then you see other other entities follow suit because they're speaking their own language. They're to serve their own needs, not to serve our needs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the DeFi element is helping us participate in our own financial system where we sort of like call the shots in our own way, because these big huge conglomerates, they're out of our reach. You know what I'm saying? They are completely out of our reach, but they see what's going on over here and they want a piece of it. They want in, like Frank White. They want in. And everyone has access to it. But what happens is with people like them, the greed takes over, the power, thrill, hungry, and thirst takes over, and they want everything and leave us with nothing. That's some of the things that we have to never forget. We have to never forget the position that we're in right now, like creating a situation for ourselves so that when the bull market does return, we can profit off of that. And I don't give financial advice, but I have to be real. Like when the bull market comes back, it's time that's the time where we make a move, because it's difficult when you see your bags go up a certain number and you're like so excited and you wish it could continue. You almost damn near feel like it's going to continue forever. And it's not. And then when you see that 95% drop, yo, there's no other ill feeling in crypto. Like it's almost like getting rugged. It's almost like getting rugged, because you missed a chance to profit, to take profit. Now I get the whole holding. I get all that. But it's the same way like many people in Hex, I would dare even say most people in Hex didn't experience the 10,000x gains from the all-time low to the all-time high. Right? Because profits were taken along the way. Unless you just seriously you held true to yourself and you said one aspect of your portfolio you're not going to touch no matter what, then I can understand that. But on the other side of things, it's like, yo, you see something that's 10 million, bull market, your thing is looking like $10 million. And then you're like, yo, it's gonna keep going up. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on. It's gonna keep going up. Yo, 10 mil, bit. It's almost like you don't even believe it because you're looking at the numbers after a while. You're like, I can't believe this is. And then when it reaches that point, you're gonna get to a point where you probably feel like, yo, man, this doesn't mean anything no more because the numbers are gonna look so stupid. It's not even gonna make sense. It's gonna be to a point where you're gonna feel like it has no value when it absolutely has value. And then watch your joint drop to 90K. Imagine from 10 million to like 90K. That's devastating. You know. Wait. It's approved. Oh snap! You see, I already you see. I could tell it was. They had to approve it. They had to, yo. They had to get that thing approved because if they didn't, they were going to create a disaster. They were going to. BlackRock would smash them. BlackRock was being nice, in my opinion, going through whatever steps, following the so-called rules, right? And letting them know, listen, we want to file for this. I dare you to say no. You tell me no, you will be eradicated. You know what I'm saying? They got the money. They got trillions under management. They could create their own SEC or whatever, OFAC, whatever organization they filed with, you know? See, that's why everybody's gonna follow suit. And listen, this is almost like how it starts too. You know, a lot of people now, all they forgot about 2023. No one's talking about 2023 anymore. No one's talking about 2023. They're talking about 2024 Bitcoin halving. Everything is about 24 and 25. And remember, folks, those of y'all who rock with me, and before Pulse Chain launched, way before, long before it launched, I was telling y'all. Yo, this next Bitcoin having 6 months after that, that's when we might see something with the bull market because that's how it's happened before, historically, with the previous halvings of Bitcoin, right? And then I was also even further telling you, it's not only the next bull market that's going to be incredible, it's the one after the next one. Like, 2028 type thing, 28, 29. That's the one that's going to be, if you could hold on until then, hold on in a smart way where you are benefiting from holding on, because you have to benefit from holding on. You can't just be eating peanut butter and jelly for the next 7 years, 6 years, talking about you hoping to win. Yo, nobody has time for that if you have responsibility and family and you want to enjoy your life, because that's psychologically daunting. But I'm telling y'all, like the next bull run after this one coming is gonna be the one that's gonna take everything like to the next. You want to become whatever you want to become in your mind as far as like uber wealthy is gonna be then. I'm telling y'all, yo, like, because it's more impactful after every cycle. It becomes more stronger, more crazier than the next, and like with this system here, it doesn't take this system here. Hex did its thing in less than 2 years. Hex did its thing in less than 2 years. Now we've heard the founders talk about how these systems are there's no reason why these systems can't do the same as Hex or even better. Okay? And we've seen what other blockchains have done. And the thing about blockchains is like Pulse Chain definitely is a breath of fresh air in certain ways, but it's not 100 like that much different than Ethereum, other than sleek, transactions are cheaper, it's what it is, whatever, it's more decentralized than Ethereum, etc., etc. but it's all like a carbon copy of something else. All these blockchains basically took an idea from an original script and flipped it and bounced it to whatever they have today. Everything is like almost like super related to Bitcoin. Vitalik and them were part of the whole Bitcoin collective. So what we have here is basically duplications or replicas of something else with a few little, razzle dazzle here and there. But we also have seen throughout those duplications and copies and imitation blockchains or whatever, EVMs even, they've done exceedingly well as far as multiples. Exceedingly well. How are you going to feel when you see your first 100x gains? Imagine things like that to look forward to, how exciting that's going to be. How's it going to feel to see your first, not even 100, your first 50x, your first 100x? You're going to be like, oh my goodness, is this going to keep going up? Should I take now? If you don't have a plan, you might get got in that way. You might make a mistake, or you might not make a mistake. But these are the things, because before you hitting thousands of X's, it gotta go. It has to get there. It has to get there. It has to get there. It gotta go through 1, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500, etc., etc. It has to get there. Tintop says Jerome Powell says possibly more bank failures incoming. Could be bullish. Yeah, exactly. A good DCA opportunity for sure. DCA is a powerful strategy. It really, really is. I'm a man of the cloth, so I pray that people who can't DCA sooner than later find a way to DCA eventually, because chasing green candles is not sexy at all. That's not what you should be doing, really. You should be taking advantage of times like now. It's not financial advice, but this is what has helped people in the past succeed, by taking advantage of times like now. When the markets are down, when people are afraid, folks are really, really, their spirits are low, they're angry, yada, 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 but time is going by. And there's another group of people that feel opportunity. It's like, oh no, this is it. I don't feel low. I'm not upset. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. None whatsoever. Why? Because I've been down this road before. And the first time when I felt in 2018, it sucked. It was concerning, but something told me I need to continue. I need to hold on and stick through this. And that's what I did. And I learned about other things in the meantime within crypto to sort of like add to the breadth of information on my personal information and knowledge. And I'm glad I didn't leave. A lot of people leave. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people leave. People are more savvy now, so you have to be on point and getting into stables. With your property, big money pushes to stick forward. You gotta scoop and score. Don't be the dope. Yeah. Don't be the dope. That's gonna be the narrative for as long as crypto exists. Like, you don't want to be the Dogecoin guy, like the disciple says. You don't want to be the Dogecoin guy, right? Or some of these other failed. Look what happened the other day. I think it was yesterday. Some meme coin, I think, and it had 4 initials, GMPL or something like that. It rubbed so disgusting on the Pulse Chain network. It rubbed so bad. I was like, oh, see, there you go. Another one bites the dust. Right in our face. If you were paying attention, I wasn't looking at it. I just saw, the Twitter. I heard of Twitter Spaces. I caught the Spaces for like 10 minutes, and they were talking about it, about the rug. These pump and dumps are crazy, man. They're crazy. Folks conspire. They get together, and if you're not a part of these, shadowy groups or whatever that try to, they just conjure up a plan to just pump these tokens and then dump on the people. Yo, that's a sick way to live to me, man. That's somebody who's just they just have nothing but selfish and qualities about themselves. But this is all they do: dump on people's heads and run. But this is what is here. This is crypto. This is crypto. Founders have dumped on the heads of their investors. Founders like Vitalik himself. You know what I'm saying? Gets gifted coins and throws it back in the market, sells everything like it's nothing. And then that's why I'm getting so used to not even paying attention to the founder of this ecosystem anymore, to be honest with you. I'm getting used to that. Like, I'm actually, like, a part of me, the majority of me has accepted if he never does a stream again, I'm good with it. That's me though. I personally, some people I know are having a hard time, you know, I guess, quote unquote, the term now is coping. Some people are having a hard time dealing with the fact that he hasn't said anything yet. And I don't think it makes a difference either way. I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think it's even needed for him to come through. Again, where's Satoshi at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's even needed at this point. Here you go. We got it. We got what we need. Thanks to him and his wherewithal to have the aptitude, the foresight, and to connect it with what's going on now and foster the creation of all this, man. I salute RH for that. I salute Richie Rich, but he's not needed to be, pump bags. Everybody wants him to pump bags. Yo, these other founders are paid. Are y'all asking these other founders to pump bags? I've said this before. You're asking all the other founders of blockchains to pump bags. Why we so hung up on dude? Because sacrifice phase, $2 billion, 1.7. He got it. Yay. What you gonna, he got it and we got this. You know? He got it and we got this. And we're here to take advantage. Take complete advantage. Because it's ripe, it's here. It's ripe for the taking. Oh no, it's not approved yet, Ash? Oh, okay. Yeah, they got the money. Yeah, they got the money. They got the long bread. They got the long bread. They got the long bread. They got money that they could buy countries. For real. And if they tied with people with groups like the Rothschilds, you know what I'm saying? Groups like that. Oh man, I'm sure they are. I'm sure not even tied. I'm sure the Rothschilds have their hands all up puppeteering so many things in the finance world. You know, more videos could take out mid-tier banks for sure. They will just get merged into the bigger ones, though. I think I remember when Washington Mutual was out, and I almost opened an account with Washington Mutual before they got bought out by Chase. I think it was by Chase. I remember there was another bank called Chemical Bank. Oh, I'm dating myself. But Chemical, but Washington Mutual, WAMU, they were called, got bought out by Chase. And I always thought that was a bizarre thing how financial banks can do what they do the way they do and think that they're doing the people a favor. Meanwhile, they're just filling up, serving their own interests. You know, if rates continue, then there will be a strain on the banks. The banks will continue to be affected, and ultimately, see, the problem is we got to get our stuff together. And it's cute and cliche to say we are our own banks, but we really got to get our stuff together because a lot of us don't know how to bank for ourselves. A lot of us in DeFi, we still have to use things like just an off ramp. We still have to use places like Coinbase to cash out, and I'm that's one of the hurdles that I'm looking forward for some bright mind to create a way where a fiat off ramp like can be done so seamlessly where we get our bread and it's damn near person to person, like with no, in other words, with no third party like a Coinbase, because that's like that's the finish line, that's the thing blocking you from touching your bread. And not even, because you still, that bread, that money is going from Coinbase to a bank. So you got hurdles to deal with exiting crypto. You still got hurdles unless you got some type of network among yourselves where you could just do some off, you know, person to person in real life, off the counter type moves. Unless you can do something like that and sustain yourself, we have a ways to go. But I see there's advancement going on. There was a thing like 2 years ago, a content creator put out. I forgot what it was, but it was a website similar to one of these, almost as creepy as a Craigslist, where folks would communicate on a certain platform and talk about how much crypto they would like off the counter or to purchase, and a person would respond, and they would meet up, like like these, like these dating sites or whatever, real creepy, risky as all hell. I don't know if that thing still even exists, but that's not the safest move either, because you could get got. You meeting somebody in some type of nondescript location, and somebody all inconspicuous rolls up, pulls up on you, and it could be an issue. You don't know who you're meeting out here, and you talk about what? Crypto and like money? No, 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 no. You can't just be meeting somebody on a sidewalk somewhere in a back alley, you know what I'm saying, behind a mall somewhere, under a railroad track, train tracks in the woods, talking about, yo, you so and so? Yeah, that's me. All right, so what's your what's your address? It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta exchange address. Let me get this and that, barcode, the QR code. What we doing? What we doing, man? You know? But yeah, a lot of times, man, life, throws these curveballs to remind me of like how mortal we are, you know, how things are not, everything is not just about a wallet or a digit or making, yield. Because like sometimes I don't like to talk about myself, but I know everybody has a story. I just like to hold on to the good things and know that, man, one day when this next bull market returns, we got to make some fundamental improvements in our lives, like get out of debt. It's ugly out here in these streets, man. High rates and percentage rates and all this and that. It's ugly out here, man. It's ugly out here. I don't listen to the government. I don't listen to. It's not that I don't listen to the government. I follow the rules. But I don't listen to news on TV, mainstream media, all this stuff they talk about because I just feel like it's 99.9% propaganda. And it drives me nuts how everybody just eats it up. Not everybody, but the majority of people eat it up and think that's what the truth is. When it's everything far from. Like we watching things unfold. Those of us who are in crypto, we sort of like to think outside the box or read between the lines. That's why we're in crypto. You know, we're different. We're different. We don't just accept anything for what it is, or at least we learn how we can think, learn and or see things for what they are, and then make the best decisions that work for us. A person like me, I've always questioned so many things, and crypto like answered a lot of questions for me of why certain things exist, especially the social economic illnesses, you know, and they continue to be propagated by the powers that be to keep us quiet, to keep us meek, to keep us in a state of confusion, and to be passive, submissive, damn near, and accept the status quo. And that's not cool. That's why we're here, and that's why we're trying to make sense out of madness. Because this crypto thing is, yo, I'm telling you, you in crypto like this, like we are, you like this in crypto, you different. You're a different type of person. You know what I'm saying? I firmly believe it. I firmly believe it. Talk about risk takers. They are going to talk about us 100 years from now. They're going to talk about people like us, you know, who are here in the trenches at the bottom, trying to figure things out by getting involved with this system here. That's just mind boggling how crazy it is. You get yourself involved in a farm and you earning instant yield, instant. You watching numbers change on your device right before your eyes, instantly. Instantly, not from your brokerage account with TD Ameritrade and them. I think they're getting bought out, or they got bought out, or got whatever. Not from Robinhood and all. No. That's from you and your contract, blockchain, your DEX. Is you and the code. That's not regular. That's not regular. And we front running the entire world. Because there's people in crypto, in Bitcoin. There's Bitcoiners that don't care for DeFi, but they talk about decentralization. When you're a part of DeFi, how you don't care for DeFi when you tout how Bitcoin is the most decentralized coin on earth, which I don't agree with, because you still have a small group of people who own the majority of it. So miss me with the decentralization talk on that level. You know what I mean? That's why I think you need both. Maybe 90% Decentralization, 10% centralization. I don't know. By way of this, I'm not gonna say distribution, but scale or whatever. You need both halves to make the thing work. It may not be 50-50, but that's what I've learned. That's what I've learned. Because I always used to ask myself, yo, yeah, oh yeah, decentralization, yes, hard money. Bitcoin is the hardest money. Digital hard money is more, it's greater than gold. You could travel anywhere in the world with Bitcoin. Nobody could stop you, and this and that and that and this and this and that and that and this. And so many people have more of this than I do. Wow, I feel like nothing because people got hundreds of thousands. One gentleman by himself said back in 2013 he had 1 million of them things. 1 million. Easy. Just him, just one person, not Satoshi either. So tell me where's the fairness in what folks are going to get crumbs and digits? Digits? Because there's no more everybody can get 0.003 or 0.0028 of a Bitcoin in the planet. Oh no, those days are done. That was 5 years ago. Them days are done. So it's a rizzy if you think you're going to get one whole year. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've moved on. We've moved on. And it's all still a part of decentralized finance. But my whole point was there's people in crypto who refuse to deal with DeFi. They think that's just degenerate stuff. And I don't blame them because there's a lot of degenerate activity that takes place in DeFi. Look at what happened yesterday with the ill rug. It's crazy. There's a coin right now in Pulse Chain that's called No Rug. And like these people are, the meme coins on Pulse Chain. I'm like, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. The disciple said that 2018 was brutal. Yeah, sure was. We got to learn from the past so we could deal with the present and face the future, Local Monero's still around. Sketchy as exactly. That's what it was, Tintop. See, it was local Bitcoins. That's what it was. Local Bitcoin, I think it was called. You're absolutely right with the local Monero. I didn't even know. But yeah, local Monero still around. See, it's sketchy. Of course it's sketchy, man. You in the streets gonna meet somebody, talk about, I'd like to, do the thug thizzle right here. You got this money? You got this crypto? On the street? Who's doing that? People are. But I'm not. I'm not doing that. Weirdo stuff. Somebody asked me to go with them. They were selling a bike, right? Sidebar. They were selling a bike. And they put the thing on Craigslist. And I'm weird with stuff like that. I don't do things. That's just look, I grew up in New York, so I'm like, I suffer from a certain level of paranoia. You know what I'm saying? Like PTSD. I've been through some things, right? So, in the streets, meeting some strangers in the streets is not ever the best move for you to do, right? So she, I accompanied her. She trying to sell a bike to some stranger. Dude's coming from like 2 hours away. $2 away. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Comes through, but first of all, at least she was smart because she told him to meet him in the hood, right? I was like, yeah, good, do that. He's coming from the suburb somewhere, real remote, real far, suburb. Move. Well, he just, yeah. So, no problem. Cool. We met him on the block.
activity everywhere, activity. It was great. I loved it. Dude came out the car. He looked like the only perv. Some dude that was like waiting to meet, like a perv for real. Like, yo, he belonged to one of the communities. I'm not even gonna mention in this thing, because they trying to say now that the people who get involved with stuff like that, they got a diagnosis. They try to pacify. See, this is the corruption. See, I'm gonna go in another bag, but I can't do that tonight. I'm gonna do it in another stream. I'm going a different bag with another stream with the devilish wickedness that these mother effers are doing out here, right? So, needless to say, I pull up with her. He was already uncomfortable because the spot was just jumping. People outside, you know how people are outside. They're outside, it's active. I'm not saying bad things are going on, but it's active. You're not in a remote, desolate thing where everything shuts down at 8 p.m. Over here, it's 24/7. So, music, all kinds of stuff. So, he was nervous. He could tell he was uncomfortable, out of his element, had a low hat on, covered his eyes, and just looked real like he came from the sticks. He came from milking cows. And shout out to the farmers and people who live that life. It's not an affront to y'all. But that dude, I saw him and he looked suspect to me. So he looked at the bike. He was like, "Where did you keep this bike? The chains are rusted. How much you said you wanted for it?" And I'm looking at him. She gave him a number. And he's like, "No, I'll give you half that. In fact, no, I'm going to go away. No, I don't want it anymore." Yeah, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Because number one, the way he pulled up, he probably thought he was meeting a little boy. You see? You see? He probably thought he was meeting a little boy. He wasn't meeting a little boy. He was meeting a woman. And the woman didn't pull up by herself. I went with her. We on the block. And that could have easily been a different situation if it was somewhere else, remote, nobody around, and yada, yada, yada. And he talking about, doing a transaction there. This is what I'm saying with this whole meetup and over the counter and meeting people, strangers on the street for some Bitcoin or crypto transaction. That's not the move, man. That's not the move. It's not the move. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Alan, what's going on, man? What's going on? I missed y'all. I didn't I missed getting on Dot stream. I was caught up. I had to do a bunch of different things. I couldn't even stream earlier like I wanted to. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, Elliot, for sure. Meeting someone to buy or sell crypto, that's more sketchy than says I'll send you. Yeah. MJ Money said, "What we doing, Wonder? We chilling, man. We chilling. We chilling." He says, "What's up to Alan? Read the protocols of the learned elders of Zion to see more why things are the way they are." For sure, for sure. A history of central banking and enslavement of mankind. Yeah. Yeah, man. Gotta read up on your history to know where you are so you could know where you're going. At least be prepared for where you're going. Alan says, "What's up to MJ Money? Are we hard for Bitcoin? No, not at all. Not at all. Guys, I'm not gonna stay too long. Just wanted to come out real straight, real straight to the point tonight and short stream real quick. Alan, you'll be set at 30. For sure, for sure. Above drove 2 hours for that. Yeah, drove 2 hours. Yeah, dude looked like Hanson from NBC, To Catch a Predator. Yeah, yeah, it was yeah. That's the vibes he gave me. Like, oh nah, see, no, it's not gonna be that, man. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. And then don't get me, with all the nefarious things going on with child rings, child trafficking, you know what I mean? Human trafficking. No, no, no. We're not doing that, man. You know? And I mean, that's just me. I was, that's why I kind of like, yo, real talk, like, it's time to like migrate up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's time to migrate up out of here. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna do that, man. For sure. But listen, good people, good people. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong, be vigilant, be well, okay? And take care. Peace.